You can now be arrested, imprisoned and fined €2,500 if the Gardaí think you're on a non-essential trip from your home. This lockdown just got out of hand. Simon Harris's new law means that if Gardaí catch you exercising more than 2 kilometres from your home, or if you're out on non-essential travel, you might very well be behind bars for 6 months and down €2,500 before you can say, "I just needed some toilet roll." So, if you're stopped on your way to the shops, which you're still allowed to do, make sure to have your excuses ready for the sergeant. All this is insane, of course, as they find new ways to fill the prisons they're emptying of actual criminals, using draconian laws to increase the levels of hysteria and fear in society, about a virus that is dangerous, but which can just as easily be picked up in the shops as it can in any office that they've shut. A virus that's a lot harder to pick up in the woods 10 kilometres away from your home than the aisle of your local supermarket. But there's more. The government is still not testing people at the airports when they enter the country. I mean, you can be locked up for taking a long walk, but Charlie, who just came back from Cheltenham or China, can go down to the supermarket and put his hands all over the bread. I've moved onto the fence about the lockdown. I used to think it was a good idea, but now I'm not so sure. It's obvious that most people are going to get this virus sooner or later, unfortunately, and therefore just isolating the vulnerable and the elderly might have been the best bet all along, including in the nursing homes that the government said were just fine to visit. Because let's face it, the virus is not going away, and we're going to lose a lot of people during the recession that seems to be coming. Just remember the tragic suicides after the last recession. There's a long list of ills that come with recessions, and it's not just lives that are lost, it's also livelihoods, the family unit in some cases, and homes. I understand we have to slow the spread as much as possible so as not to overwhelm the hospitals. But this lockdown can't go on for months. People who need to work will have to be allowed back. And in the meantime, whose bright idea was it to create a police state where citizens are scared to be seen? These guys. The sooner they're replaced, the better. The regulations allowing arrest, fines and imprisonment only apply until Sunday night, but don't be surprised if they're extended.